Don't bring that girl up.
All right, we're just gonna get into it.
Yeah, just go for it. This is like.
All right, this is the episode number 3 of the answering living soil questions from Reddit, where we partnered with the subreddit No Till Growery, and you were able to post a question, and we answer it without seeing it ahead of time. Matthew has the questions. He reads it out loud. Me and Larry try to answer it. If we don't know the answer, we don't know the answer. But we do want to, I want to go over what we're going to give away on this one, which is not this, but we're going to give another 12-inch aerometer away. Hat, t-shirt, stickers. That's like a solid $175 value.
Yeah.
The t-shirt, hat, stickers are.
We're now an infomercial.
Definitely. $19.99.
Like how you said that. It's $175 value.
But we actually have all been, me and him have been gone. Matthew was holding it down. We just got back. We were not all in the same state.
How was that trip?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I went to, I guess let's just do that.
Favorite and least favorite thing you did?
Fuck. I went to Grants Pass, and then we went to Crater Lake, the Redwoods, and drove down the 101. The least favorite thing, the day we went to Depot Bay and drove down 101, I got home at 12. And like for us in Oklahoma, that's like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And I go to sleep at like a normal time, so I was fucked. It was hard to get home. So that was my least favorite time driving in the dark.
Back to it.
Dude, yeah, and that realistically, my real least favorite is getting back to this time zone, because this fucking sucks.
Why are you staring at me?
Am I gonna? Weird that For those of you that can't see, they finally got me a chair.
Oh, you're at the right height. Yeah. He's at the same height as us.
He was standing every time previously.
We had him laying in a cot.
Yeah, he had a chair. It just wasn't a good one.
But it was fun.
It was beautiful. Yeah, I mean, we could have a whole video or episode of how cool that was.
My favorite was O, which you've seen twice. You said. That was like my 4th or 5th Cirque show to see. At the Bellagio. It was amazing. My least favorite thing was, oh my God, I'm spacing on it. The hippie shit. Meow Wolf.
Meow Wolf?
Yeah, do you know what Meow Wolf is?
No, I don't know what either one of those things were.
Okay. Well, I mean, Meow Wolf is like this psychedelic, immersive experience. And if you've seen videos and pictures of it, I feel like you've seen it pretty much. But I was just disappointed. Me and my wife were in and out in less than 20 minutes.
Nice.
And they're plan on being here for 90 plus minutes. And it wasn't it. I don't know. So, but I guess if you're going to go eat mushrooms. And then I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because that was our
weather. It was like 110.
Yeah, it was 110. But no, that was actually our plan, was to eat mushrooms, go to Meow Wolf. And then I was like, the problem is when you eat mushrooms and that whole next day you can't function. And I'm trying to get a bunch of shit done, experience it. And then, so we didn't do it. So anyways, Meow Wolf sucks.
To know that you're vegan, how was the food there?
This dude's vegan AF.
Now we just lost subscribers.
Yeah.
We're pushing that liberal vegan agenda. I'm trying to brainwash everybody now. How was the food there? It was amazing. That's why I go mostly, is just to eat. It's so good, but it's so expensive. I stuff my face. That's literally why we go there. I also don't eat gluten, so let's just go even more elitist liberal on that. It's really hard to find. I ate vegan.
They have good air in Vegas.
Vegan gluten-free, vegan gluten-free pizza, tacos. We went to a Mexican spot that's all vegan. That was in a neighborhood in the middle of nowhere, and you could tell they get no tourists at all because they were so thankful that we showed up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I made sure to leave them a good review because I could tell that they deserved it. It was good.
That's cool.
How was it not you being without us?
We actually
I didn't get one call or text at all.
That was my plan.
Good job.
My goal was to just leave you guys alone with your thing.
Yeah.
Have fun. I think I messaged you towards the end.
Oh yeah, what the password was? Yeah. I'm just fine.
Yeah, we've been...
Start telling them the password.
I mean, it's been fun.
That's cool.
It
looks good.
It's all
clean,
still here.
And it's not burned down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
You didn't quit.
Yeah, we got you, man.
It's whatever.
I thought I would quit.
I mean, the possibility's there.
Yeah.
I think that every day.
Especially now that we know you're a thief. He's not a thief.
He's not a thief. He's definitely not a thief.
You can't hurt his character. He's a good guy.
Yeah, we had a call from the accountant, and we were blaming missing money on Matthew.
Yeah.
Which it's not really missing. It was just
my answer to that was, How do you think someone can stay here?
Yeah, he wants to know how he got caught.
All right, let's move down the list. Before what did we learn
What did we
from
learn
last
from the
video?
last video? What'd you learn?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
You can't say that. We'll circle back around to him because that's lame.
That is lame. You didn't even watch it.
I haven't had a
But
chance
you
to
did
watch
make
it. I made it. I was here when it happened. I
Yeah.
haven't watched the second video, to be honest. But from my memory, I had an idea as to the best way to fix, what was it, that leaf septoria?
Oh, yeah,
Was,
yeah.
was
Yeah,
it that?
yeah, yeah,
It was something
in the
like that,
soil.
in the
Yeah.
soil.
Yep.
And I had an idea, but after hearing Nick's answer, I'm pointing to him because he had the phone. After hearing Nick's answer, I learned a lot from that. That was really cool.
What did I learn?
Just followed up a good one. It's always hard.
What did I learn? I would just say, I've been thinking about this actually. Follow the data, don't follow a schedule. Let's just go with that. I think we need to
Reiterate that more? Yeah.
Because I don't think that the message comes across.
Yeah, because it's not an opinion. When you're talking about
Yeah, there's no
physical data, like it's
Yeah.
not even like someone did an experiment and then you're looking at the holes in their experiment. It's like, we got this tested at a lab, and this is
And
the
it-
physical numbered
for that
data
garden.
for this garden or that garden.
Yeah.
And that's why we do that. It's not just because it's not an opinion. It's not. And
It's not.
Yeah. Just because we're
Yeah.
so confident about it doesn't mean we don't believe in other
Yeah.
people's ways. It's just
get data and follow the data.
Get the numbers.
Yeah. All right, and then I did have, I had a back and forth. I can't remember the username on YouTube, but I do thank you, and I know you emailed this as well. We were going back and forth about, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but Q powder is now
Kiaha.
at 60% saponins, whereas before we saw it at 22.5, so we gave out incorrect information. I want to correct that. That being said, I also talked with that person about how you can get yucca extract at 60%. And I said, maybe you should check that out. It could be a good price. I don't know. But I think the bigger question is, why the fuck are you using so many saponins all the time?
Yeah. And the thought process behind it is, if it is 60%, why do you have to do it every watering? Why? I would assume you'd have to do it less because it's stronger. So then just normal water, just straight water, should do justice.
I mean, to me, once the soil is saturated and it takes water in, why do you keep using?
Yeah,
any
like once
saponins
it's
at all?
good.
It's good. Yeah. But this person did say they use it on some foliars, which is fine. I
Yeah.
think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
So what I learned is that at home
Oh,
I
you know
watch-
something now?
So for me, it's more of, because I'm on the outside here.
Yeah.
I watch the video and then I like analyze how it went.
Yeah.
Because for us, this is new. Larry and I shooting videos like this, it's something like.
He used to be a porn star.
I am.
It's common for this guy.
It's
Okay.
a very certain subgenre of porn, though, to be
Yeah.
fair. It's embarrassing.
What I learned is that there was a question that we didn't fully answer, and I put it.
Yes.
That kind of goes, we're
Yeah.
going to talk about that.
Yeah. Other than that, mic issues, which I'm gonna still figure it out.
Yeah. We're getting
He's
there.
the director of this. He's just behind the
You can
camera,
tell
obviously.
it's real because the audio sucks.
Yeah, his audio
We
is
can't fake
off
it.
and on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
speaking of
so-
that question.
Yeah, we had a
now,
question from the last video that
Um,
we don't think we fully answered. We kind of got off on a tangent, and so we wanted to read.
It's from Dirt Medicine.
Yeah.
And the question is, any ways to do good compost teas without using manures from vertebrates? And you can. I mean, you could do a compost tea. Kind of. You say yours. I don't want to steal his
What?
answer.
It's not
I figure you can make compost with maybe more alfalfa, just more of a party
Yes.
food. A lot of times, people will use manure making compost as the party food, as in like the high nitrogen to get stuff going, and then you would use green to maintain that heat, and then woody, and that helps too. But
You don't have to use poop.
yeah, you don't
make
have to use
compost
poop.
at
You could
all.
just find another high nitrogen material as your party food. And then in terms of making compost teas,
could just do
use
worm castings,
that,
too.
and I just didn't want to steal his answer.
Yeah.
But yeah, do worm castings as your compost tea, as your base.
They don't have backbones.
They don't have backbones. They're non-vertebrates. So boom.
They're
There's
easy.
your
They're
answer.
easy to fight.
Sorry, we did get on a tangent last
Yeah, we
time.
did, but we
Yeah.
wanted to go back to that.
Back in the hat.
Oh
in the
shit!
pot. Yeah.
So he gets another
A
chance.
double chance.
Oh
You
my
get to
gosh.
double.
That's unfair to the people that are here now.
I guess.
That's not right.
Is this gonna be our last Reddit Q&A video?
Not ever.
Probably not That's a good question. I don't know.
guess
There's
so.
no answer to that other than we've kind of gone through the questions on the original post, and this is going to be the last of that original post. We'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
we can
in the-
re-ask
Yeah,
it.
we'll see what happens in the future.
Stay
Go
tuned
from
for
there.
another post.
Stay
tuned for-
I mean, even possibly another season. Whatever.
Yeah. See if
You
Bravo
know.
picks us up again.
Yeah, you know.
All right, so let's get into. Yeah, that's it. We went through our list. Let's go through
Bet.
the questions.
I'm going to butcher the username. Kipling. If the top 5 inches of my 5-gallon beds have become pure worm casting with a mulch layer on top, do I need to lightly till and some fresh peat or compost, or can I just continue to add top dressing into the mulch layer and let it ride?
I would.
Me personally,
add
I would
soil.
mix in. Now, if it's literally 5 inches and it's all castings, I would get some fresh soil, make your own soil, buy
That's
some
right,
soil,
yeah,
whatever.
I would
Mix
just
in
add
about
fresh
50%
soil.
of that volume, mix it in, keep going.
Yeah, I would
That's
just
it.
add fresh soil too. I wouldn't want to get rid of the worm casting. Worm
No.
castings are great. They're
Yeah.
what is it called? Black gold. People call it. It's worm castings are great. It does get a little annoying. We have a giant aloe that's like full of worm castings over there, and just add a little bit more soil.
Yep, just dilute it
It'll
down.
work. Worms
basically.
will till it. You don't
Yeah.
need to till it. Worms will do all that for you.
Yeah.
And Kipling-esque, I think, is the Kipling-esque. Kipling-esque.
Next.
Username, Dirty Flip Flop 69.
I like that one. That one's a cool
Yes.
one.
What is your measurement for reusing soil after a harvest? How do you re-amend? What do you do to existing cover
Well,
crops?
pop that,
How
grab
long
that.
do you wait to
This?
Yeah. Is it too underground? Boom.
It's secret.
Oh, so then it is under. We'll put it
Nah,
back
you
then.
can show it. It's fine. We talk,
Okay.
they can't even see it. It'll be blurry. It won't
Yeah, I
matter.
guess so. So we actually have what we like to call an SOP rather than a schedule. Because if you're doing a schedule, you might not need everything. If you've watched our previous videos, we really like to stress soil testing, sap testing,
Yep.
and then amending your grow off of your own physical tests, not other people's stuff, not a schedule. And that's what this is. But kind of I digress a little bit. I would do that in between your run. Re-amend in between your run.
Soil test.
Yeah, soil
Re-amend.
test, then re-amend, of course.
But this should be, I think, next week.
Probably next week.
We got to tweak it. I've got a couple tweaks. I wanna
Yes,
do.
just small little things. Like I can
Yeah.
make that darker, I guess, to highlight it
But
more.
then we'll have it on the website. You'll be able to download it. We'll have a video that we'll literally go over it.
Going
It's
over
exactly what we do
everything.
with all of our commercial customers. It's exactly to a T what we do, and it's not a schedule.
And
It's
so
not a
therefore it
schedule.
works for everybody
Yes.
rather than having a set schedule and then you being a 3-gallon pot trying to do the same amount of amending as a 30-gallon pot or something. You guys get it.
Yep, but it does involve testing.
It does involve testing. Aerometers are a plus.
They are. They totally are. And Dirty Flip Flop 69, that used to be my screen name when I did porn. We'll talk about that later.
Username MinuteP2385. What is the ideal moisture for soil to grow cannabis plants?
Ooh.
How does drying out your soil cause it to become hydrophobic?
So
I think, okay, I want to address, but that's 2 questions.
it is 2 questions.
The moisture content, I think, is still debatable personally. And I think I see different people using different moistures and having success. We can talk about the moisture level we do with the aerometer, and we have success with it. I wouldn't say it's the end-all, be-all. I think everybody's constantly learning, everything's changing, and I think that's still, there's so many variables involved with that. But with our aerometers, we keep it between 10 and 15.
Yeah,
roughly.
10 and 15.
That's that answer for us.
Yeah, for us, and yeah.
And I've had people in YouTube comments debate that reading and tell me that this person said this and this, and I mean, that's great. If it works for them, that's cool. But we do this with our customers, our commercial. You got to remember, we deal with mostly commercial people. We don't have a lot of home growers. And so that's what we do with them. It works. Plants look great. An even constant moisture as well is important. Having discussions with somebody about drybacks and drying out your soil. And what people don't realize is they think that the microbes are just going to come back.
Yeah.
You fucking kill them, they're dead. And we have had dry soil and try to revive it and use a microscope to verify what's there and what comes back, and also the health of the plants. And it's really difficult to get it back where it needs to be.
Yeah, back to the life it was.
Yep.
That like things go dormant,
They can.
but other things die.
Yep.
So when that happens, you're losing a portion of what you originally had for sure, and it takes a lot of time to build it back. Enough time to where it's like, is this actually worth it? Should I just fucking restart?
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, and then how does drying out your soil cause it to become hydrophobic? Well, everything's, I mean, it's just dry, so it creates almost like a coat around it.
Yep.
And then yeah, it just makes shit hydrophobic. Why it
Yeah.
gets hard, like it's like a tiny film around everything. It gets hard for water to penetrate that again.
It does. It literally will just roll off.
Yeah, it just rolls off. So then you have to use, Thermix or the Q or something, Yucca.
Something with some saponins in it.
Yeah,
that's the perfect
to
time for it.
rehydrate your soil, and then
This
outside
is
of that,
why we always talk about this. Don't let your soil go dry.
don't let that happen. Like it really
all.
is a bad thing if that
It's
happens.
really
You guys
bad.
should be like,
Yeah,
it should
it's
be a
bad.
The
problem.
interesting thing is though, while using this, I realized it's also important to see it the day after.
Yes.
The meter might read
Yes.
a certain number, and the day after it will just be completely different.
Yeah.
So if you want
Oh, speaking of, we had a comment on YouTube about that. He wanted to know the number, the day we water, and the number after we water. That's a good segue. You remember that? That was smart. That's why you said that.
I mean, that's why
How
the
you
back
remember
tent last time.
Oh, yeah.
I've been watering it, and I didn't realize it was still dry.
Yeah.
In certain pockets.
But when you do, so we wait till it's closer to 15 to water, in that 15 range to water, and then it'll shoot straight down. It should to like 5.
It goes to like 5.
Yeah, and so you want to wait till roughly that time the next day to see what the true reading's going to be, and it should be back up in the 10 to 15 range. If that happens, you did good.
Yeah.
If it's way higher than that, you
Maybe
need to
add more water,
If
yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's still way low, then you watered too much, and you'll get used to this using this in your
Dude, it takes like
system.
3 days, like
Yeah.
to highs, lows, perfect. It doesn't take long, and honestly, 3 days is a lot too. I really feel like you guys could get it.
It happens pretty quick.
Really quickly.
Yeah, Matthew's taking forever.
Yeah.
To be honest, I mean,
He's a
you're
heavy
still-
thinker.
Interesting seeing the data points though. Like
No, I agree.
the one while you're watering, and then the second one after you come back the next day.
Yeah.
And of course, it's a reading, and it's the shortest amount of time will be like 12 hours. So you could water, come back in like 8-9 hours and see where you're at too. It doesn't have to be the full
You know,
next 24
sometimes
hours.
like when we would even wait a few hours.
Yeah.
Depending on like. 'cause if
Sometimes I
you-
water multiple times a day.
Yeah, if you're trying to blast it with too much water one time, it's just going to flow through.
Yep.
So.
And obviously, you don't want any leaching going through your
Yep.
pots. So it'd be
Yep.
cool to get a little bit to the max it can, and then come back later, hit
Yeah.
it again to the max, and then that really helps you. Moisten your water? Moisten your water.
Moisten your water?
Moisten your water.
hate that.
Moisten
That hydrophobic water
hydrophobic water.
sucks.
No, moisten your soil.
Okay, username TexasT713. What is the importance of sustainability in agriculture around the world?
That's
I
deep
love
as
that
fuck.
question. Yeah, that's so important.
Okay, we're all.
Can we roll the video that you made?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
throw
right.
it in
Cue
there.
his little
Seriously.
video.
Okay, we'll cut
That's
it in right
funny.
here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, go to our Instagram. Watch the video I made.
Yeah.
God, what's the importance? I think that question is
There's
answered.
so
It
many
depends on
layers to that.
who you ask, because a lot of people don't give a shit and say that you can't feed the planet using sustainable practices. And I've heard that ever since I started gardening organically. It's not a fact. It's not true. I don't believe it is at all. And I think, you can see by the fact that all of our topsoil is dead.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
I mean,
We're
dude,
fucked.
it's rough. For example, we just talked about our he went to Vegas, I went to Oregon, flying from the West Coast back to Oklahoma. You can see all the beautiful landscape, the trees, and then you just see flat dirt whenever you hit Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You know.
Dead.
Dead. So the importance of sustainability in agriculture, non-sustainable practices cause the Dust Bowl. I mean, everybody knows that. That's one reason why it should be important to be sustainable. So you're not causing dust bowls and where people can't grow any crops and the soil killed everything in the
I
world.
think the Dust Bowl is partly drought, to be fair. Which
Drought.
we're seeing now.
Yeah.
In a lot.
What's it, Justice von Liebe, or whatever his name is, the dude who created fertilizers or something, I think don't quote me on his name. But yeah, he even backed out. He said, yeah, my fertilizers cause salt, which kills the microbiology, like kills everything. And then it just is a bad deal.
I think
bad deal.
the shortest, quickest answer is the top 6 inches of soil on the planet keeps the whole planet alive. Without it, we all die. Full stop.
That's
Done.
the best answer.
Full
That was
stop.
a better answer than
Once
that.
it's all dead, we're all fucking dead.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of us. You're not going to live. You can fight me in the comments.
Yeah.
Next question.
That's a good that is
Video again.
the end all question. There you go.
Username GrowTantBud. Can you talk some about minerals? I know there are various sources such as volcanic rock dust, gypsum, sea salt, kelp, etc. But it's hard to find info about what differentiates them. Thanks.
With the chemical compound, like the
Yeah,
the
I mean, you'd
chemical
want to get
value
lab
would
testing
differentiate
from the
'em.
manufacturer or send it in yourself to get all of, the chemical makeup of it and all the nutrients and macro and micronutrients out of it. I would say that the biggest thing from our aspect for minerals, and when I think of minerals, I think of rock dust, is the heavy metal content. And I know minerals have been pushed really hard over the years in organic space, but they tend to carry heavy metals. We don't use a lot of minerals. Actually, when we do a soil test, we don't even have minerals as a recommendation on that list at all. There is not one to choose from.
Yeah, we don't use
we
rock
do other
dust and
things.
stuff like
We do have minerals in our soil to start out with, but as far as past that point, we just don't use it at all. I can't speak anymore, on them other than, again, we worry about the heavy metal content. I will say, oh, you know what, you could use gypsum. That is true, but we don't really ever suggest gypsum. Can you think of any recommendation where?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, I did
I'm
one
fucking
yesterday.
wrong.
Yeah.
There you go.
I do
There you go.
recommendations. It was just
Yeah.
yesterday.
I don't do shit.
It was like 2.3 grams or something.
I just hang out all day. There you go.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's funny.
But I would just be worried about the heavy metals content. And again, I'll get a bunch of home growers in the comments. I grow home, I don't care about heavy metal and blah, 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 blah. Well, we do.
We have to because of our commercial clients.
And
but-
it should still be on your radar. We don't know what the true numbers are on heavy metals that will affect you or give you cancer or do anything to you. Nobody knows that.
Not yet.
But just be cognizant of it and think about it. That's all.
Yeah, just be aware of it.
Yeah.
Especially as a home grower, just be aware of it, and
My biggest
you can
thing,
be a lot more aggressive.
My biggest thing
cool.
is we had a guy in here from Texas yesterday.
Yeah.
Don't remember your name, but hello.
Zach.
Zach, there you go. I was talking about how we try to push our same paradigm on home growers because I think hopefully one day you're not a home grower and you're doing this professionally. Because what we've seen is the home growers following these certain paradigms and then they go commercial and then they're fucked because they can't pass testing.
Dude.
And so we're trying to educate people to at least get the data, pay attention to all that, learn it now, and then if you do flip to commercial, you don't have to change anything.
No, your process is the same,
Yeah.
so it makes it so seamless and easy.
It does. It really does. Next.
Username Desert Oasis Gardens. Would vermicomposting your amendments prior to mixing your soil positively impact the bioavailability of your soil nutrients?
Oh, you read that weird that time.
That's essentially what happens in your pots because you have worms and arthropods and microarthropods in your pots already and in your soil doing that. You could do that ahead of time, but I think it's better to test that soil, reapply it to that soil right there, and it'll all get digested in your pots already. There are companies now I know making compost with amendments and things in it ahead of time.
Yeah, no, they do that.
But my thought is it's like, say you get a soil test and you need X, Y, and Z, you throw it in your worm bin, how long does it take them to digest it? You already probably grew around.
Yeah.
And now you need another soil test.
To eat it and digest it.
Yeah, and so now you're behind. And so that's kind of, to me, was the whole point of...
I'm sure, to just answer your question quickly, I'm sure it does positively impact it. I mean, just
they would
mixing
make it 100%
Yeah, it would make it better.
100%
Just
make
answer
it
the question
bioavailable.
directly.
Yeah,
It would positively impact it, make it more bioavailable. But the necessity of doing that is the question, the real question. It's like, do I actually need to do that?
Yeah, that's why your pots have worms in them.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's for.
Yeah.
And then on top of other just worms, all the other microbiology that helps break down, fungi and bacteria are the real decomposers of the world. So So just make sure those are in your soil. You'll be fine.
But you can feed amendments to your worms, and they will make them bioavailable. They'll eat them and shit them out, and it's good stuff.
Yeah, it's a cool little practice. So I just want to fold these. Yeah, it's a cool little practice for sure.
The username The Noble Nacho. Do you suggest adding wettable microbe powder every once in a while, or do you guys stick with compost or microbes?
So you're talking about
Compost
like a
microbes.
bagged microbe versus do you use wettable microbe powder every once in a while, or do you guys stick with
Compost for microbes, yeah, compost
Yeah,
extracts.
I think-
that's what we do.
I mean,
Hardcore.
yeah, That being said, there's a caveat, I think. Just because you know what's coming.
I love it.
No, 100% biologically complete compost that has everything from A to Z is your base. If you want to work with some phosphorus solubilizing bacteria or something like that to try to push it, because we try to push things, and that's the point of what we do.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We might be having some products in the near future that could be in that space.
Could or
So,
could not. May or may not be.
Yeah, we'll see. But I would definitely not against them. But powdered microbes, the way to think about it is most of them are going to be bacterial dominant, maybe some Trichoderma, maybe some mycorrhiza or fungi species or something like that. What eats all that? That's the thing. So if you're only using powdered microbes and you keep adding them, what's eating those? And so that's really where the compost comes in. So we start it with a hierarchy, and then if you start using those other ones with a low hierarchy of all the bacteria, there's something there to eat them all, right?
Yeah.
You know this more than I do. Speak on it.
I'm sorry, I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of zoned out. I'm not even gonna lie. Well, the reason, because he brought up Trichoderma, and I wanted to bring up some debatable topics on that, and I started thinking of, should I do it? Okay. According to my school and the stuff that I've learned, if you add Trichoderma into your soil, it's killing off the other fungal species in your soil.
Yeah.
So
And
adding Trichoderma,
maybe not fully,
maybe
but
not
some.
fully, but for real, it's pretty
counterproductive.
aggressive. Yeah, and so like it helps what you're trying to do, but at the end of the day, it's killing all the other fungal species, and now you got another issue.
Yep.
So sorry, I when you brought up Trichoderma.
So if you're going to use a powdered microbe,
going
use
on
stuff that's basic.
Yeah.
That's simple.
Yep.
It literally has this that solubilizes this. It has this that solubilizes this, and not all the other stuff. And also the other thing to keep in mind is all of the carriers. You want to see what the carrier is.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are high in heavy metals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, I know you're home growers. You don't care. I get that so constantly. You should care.
Yeah.
Think about it. You know, maybe one day you're not a home grower.
Maybe there's products that have complete microbes, and they add kelp every time. You know?
Yeah.
And when you do that, you feed that every time. That kelp.
I mean, there's a lot of humate products. In microbes, though, humates are definitely one to be scared of.
Yeah.
They tend to be high in heavy metals. That would be the biggest thing I would be concerned with.
With my philosophy, dude, I fully believe in compost. I like compost.
100%.
Compost is the greatest.
It's your base.
Greatest.
And you don't have to use anything else.
You don't.
But
you really don't.
in flour, some phosphorus solubilizing bacteria that was low in heavy metals and had nothing else in it, that'd probably be pretty good.
Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be something different.
How did your voice get low?
I don't know. Sure.
I was setting them up. Stay tuned.
Yeah. No, for sure. Compost is my best friend.
Yeah.
But I mean, 3 less.
Okay, so what's in complete compost? 'Cause see, this is the thing. Because I thought we could do a whole video on just microbes. Because when people hear microbes and they just like kind of go blank. And they're like, I use microbes. I could buy a bag of them.
Yeah. Only bacteria.
So like,
you know
what's in biologically complete compost from small to big?
So minus not talking about the quantities or whatever, but what's in the compost is a good source of good guy bacteria, and then you want to find a good amount of good guy fungi. And then you have your protozoas. You have your nematodes. Protozoas as in like your flagellates, your amoebas. Stuff like that. And so protozoas, nematodes, fungi, and bacteria in the proper amounts and a good diverse amount too. Because I mean, microbiology is so diverse. You can't, for example, you can't just have Trichoderma. You can't think that would be the end all one strain of fungi when there's trillions probably in the world. And so you need the more diversity, the better. But it's just bacteria, fungi, protozoa, their predators like nematodes.
Yep.
That's about it. Microarthropods will get in there sometimes. So
hopefully.
Yeah. Worms find their way in there.
Yeah. But yes, you can use powdered microbes if you need to, but it's not going to be complete at all.
Yeah, it's hard to find I don't know of any product that's truly complete.
Well, I don't know how you would keep nematodes and shit alive in a powdered microbe.
Well, I mean, we have powdered. There's powdered nematodes. I don't know either.
I know powdered microbes shelf stable for like a year roughly.
Yeah.
I don't know that you're going to get everything else in there that could be. I haven't seen somebody.
Nothing like compost can do, man.
Yeah.
Like I mean, you could just have even like. We were talking about hydrophobic, having dry compost, get it wet, and let the microbiology understand that it's in a good atmosphere to become active again, and that shit's teeming with life, like it really is. So yeah, compost is the best friend, but
It really is.
Speaking of zooming out, though,
Yep.
can you explain how we ended up filming today? The two people that did one call in and the other one asked us when our next video is going to be.
you're flattering me.
I know.
We
We have all these fans.
Yeah, we have a couple fans now, and that's always cool. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't want to act like we're too cool. It's super cool and it makes us very humble. But yeah, we had a cool conversation with a guy from New York today. We were talking, he had a lot of good questions, and at the end he randomly was like, so when are you guys gonna do another video? And we weren't planning on doing a video.
We weren't
today.
because I feel like I'm still trying to get back on
Dude,
track. My
yeah, I
brain
would
is
like to go to
mush.
sleep. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, then right after that, we got an email of another guy saying, hey, when's the next video? And so we're like, dude, let's just shoot a video today. It would be cool.
So if we bullshit on videos, email us and send us messages, and it'll make us make videos faster, apparently.
Yeah. If you guys need another video coming, just push us.
Or I want to see, I want to know what people want to see. Like, in terms of, like,
If you have suggestions for this video to make it better, let us know.
or if you want to see, like, different video types or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Maybe we could do one outside and you can hear all the wind blowing. No,
But we
just-
do have ideas for other videos that we're going to do. It's going to
We
be
do.
along these lines.
Yeah.
Answering questions. I think these have been awesome.
Like I said, probably next week our next big video will be over the SOP that we've created.
Yeah.
It's a downloadable SOP. It's really, really important that you're not just following a schedule. It's crucial. I mean, because you might not need it, and now you're hurting your grow.
You just usually don't need it.
But yeah, we'll dive into all that.
We will.
next
It'll be a
week.
fun video. It will. So that's it, right? That's all of them?
Yes.
Do you have
Booyah.
anything else to add, Matthew?
An interesting video would be following Chris around all day. The day in the life of Chris.
That would be awful. Dude, I would get canceled so
It's like my
fast.
fourth porn shoot today.
You
Gotcha.
guys know the shit I say all day, and there's no way anybody would like me after
That's
the
what I
shit I
say. He
say.
can get canceled.
I would.
I'm just playing.
It makes me think of what you said over here.
Why are you saying what I said? I didn't say
no,
it.
I said something by the tent, and you're
I didn't steal the money, okay? That wasn't me.
No,
Why are you so self-conscious? We weren't
no,
even talking about
we were talking
that.
we were talking about the tent, and the plants look like shit, and we cut them down because Matthew wasn't watering very well, and that's
Yeah.
okay because he's learning, and it's not even a big deal. He needs to learn, and I made a comment about it.
I said, "Ooh, that's
Yeah.
a colorful one."
Yeah, and Matthew was like, "Man,
no
we should have
racist
been recording
anything,
this."
but well, I said that's a colorful comment. Thanks. I was like, it's
To
not
be
racist.
fair, it was about
no worries. No worries.
It was
an
about
uncool.
priests and altar boys.
Yeah.
You know?
The funny thing is that, like, after we're done shooting this, it's just the three of us.
It is. This is the same.
Yeah.
This is what's
Totally.
going to continue to happen today.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Matthew, come around here so everybody can see what you look like.
Do that.
Walk around. Come on.
Or his famous video of him with
Come on.
the syringe.
Why can't you?
I don't think I can.
Why?
He's
Is
got
this,
a
is this a
bowl
legal
there.
thing?
You can't walk up to the front of the class right now.
Just here.
You're cover yourself.
Do I see me?
The term I learned it the other day is called being bricked up.
Oh, shit.
Greg's bricked up right
The audience can be complete. I can't understand what any of you guys are saying.
now. It's because you're so bricked up.
all the blood rushed from your head. Can't think.
Yeah, I watched this at home.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Why can't you? Is this like some legal shit?
We can't talk about it.
We can't.
my
Oh,
God.
all right. Well, all right.
No,
well,
we gotta have,
let's
we gotta
have
have a
this
company.
giveaway.
We gotta have a company meeting.
If
And
you want to see me, though, I'm in the squash.
the squash one, yeah.
Yeah, that's
why I
true.
said the
Yeah,
infamous
that's
with
true.
the syringe. He looks cool.
He wasn't bricked up in that one.
He wasn't bricked up there.
It was too hot.
I learned that the other, like last week.
You can't get bricked up in the heat.
I'm just learning what break up means.
Yeah, I learned it last week.
I just learned it.
Yeah, he just learned it.
Yeah. All I know is in middle school, this
Yeah, you wouldn't
folder
get-
was your best friend.
Yeah, you didn't get called up. Oh, well, I'm not going to do it. I didn't do my homework. What do you mean? This is going to end your whole grade. I'm not going to do it. I know. I'm good. You sure? You brought your project with you? No, I'm good.
Oh, shit.
Skip me. I go, shit, Matt's bricked up.
Have you lost it
As you
yet?
guys can tell.
It does seem
I'm fucking sweating.
it's like your shirt's even bulging.
It's bad.
It's even to the left. Oh my god. All right,
Stay off camera.
let's move on.
Yeah.
Oh my
let's
god.
have this.
Oh shit.
It's
All
all
right.
right, Matt.
Anyways.
we've all been there.
Yes. It happens all the time. Let's
the
do the
winner.
giveaway.
The 12-inch
All that
arometer this
stuff.
time. Hat, shirt.
Those
I'm
were
all
awesome
fucking sweaty
questions.
now. That's so funny.
What?
No fucking way. This guy actually won dirt.
Oh, it's
dirt
the redo.
medicine.
Nice.
Dirt medicine won. The redo won.
The redo one.
Yeah, cool. Well, good for you, man.
So anyway, okay.
I mean, you gotta have
Any ways to do good composting
Yeah.
without
Yeah, that's
using
awesome.
manures from vertebrates? Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
He asked a question that we forgot to answer, so he gets his second try.
Yeah, that
It's
worked
fair.
out. Seems
Fair.
rigged.
Shit.
Seems rigged.
Yeah. I'm actually dirt medicine. I
Yeah.
needed a new arometer.
Yeah. Anyways, are we good? Are you good?
Are you
say.
You know
good?
what seems rigged? The guy that put up on a Reddit post a link of our soil tests, and you're like, your check will be in the mail in like.
Oh, yeah.
What? It takes 7 to 10 days. You
Yeah.
probably haven't got it yet. It's coming. I promise. Our accountant cut it.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Well, good job,
I
Dirt
appreciate you
Medicine.
putting the link up. That's it.
Keep it between 10 and 15.
Yeah, 10 to 15. If you got any questions
Yes, a
on how to
video.
use it, you
How to
can.
set
Yeah,
it.
have a video.
Yeah, or call us, dude.
And I think we're gonna do a video of us. I've got some bullet points.
A new one to set it up.
And
Dude,
we'll just
I'm
be
fucking
sitting here.
crying, man.
We'll be sitting here. We'll be sitting here just like this style, and we'll kind of go over like some key points on the aerometer. Matthew might be bricked up. I don't know.
It might stay bricked.
I am or not, I'm not on camera, so it's all good.
It's all good. Yeah, just something we can't. I have to
And
look at that.
We have been getting a lot of new viewers. Please subscribe to us if you haven't. Like this video. It seems like, some extra likes would be cool. Help
Yeah.
spread it
No,
around.
it's always cool.
We try to
Our YouTube channel doesn't pop up on.
exactly.
So if you guys put up, start typing red blood soil, does it pop up on your
Yeah.
YouTube? 'Cause
It doesn't for me either. Yeah, and you
They're
have to
not
be.
cool enough yet, I
Or
guess.
Instagram, which is the weird.
Yeah, I know Instagram's definitely that way. You have to really search for us because it's bad. But
Well, do
anyways,
it.
tell
Like,
your
share,
tell your friends
comment.
about
Yeah,
us because you
dude,
can't
come on
find
now.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, share, comment, help
Yeah,
us out.
all that.
We apparently need it
Yeah.
a lot.
We do.
Yeah.
We're still here though.
Yeah.
So, you got anything to add? Are you good?
Yeah, that's it. I just don't drink coffee.
Coffee's what does it for them.
Get some bricked up.
Okay, cut.
Bricked.
All right. That
Hell
was
yeah,
episode
good job,
3.
Dirt Medicine.
Yeah, we'll DM you, get your info. We'll ship that out to you. And thanks
Make
for
it
episode
happen.
3. And we got more
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
coming, so keep watching.
Deuces.